What's good, YouTube? Back with another one. Before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. But let's get right into it. Now, according to reports, a 14-year-old boy has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 7 counts of attempted murder in connection with a mass shooting outside a school in Etobicoke earlier this month. Now, the shooting happened at around 11 p.m. on June 2nd as a group of elders gathered outside North Albion Collegiate Institute following a soccer game. According to police, a dark pickup truck pulled up to the parking lot when 2 suspects got out and began shooting at the group of men before fleeing the area in the truck. When officers arrived on the scene, they located 5 victims suffering from gunshot wounds. All 5 victims were transported to hospital, where one of the victims would later be pronounced deceased. A few days later, on June 5th, a second male victim would succumb to his injuries. Police also noted that one of the 3 other men who were struck by gunfire, one of them is in serious condition, and that his injuries he's going to be dealing with probably for the rest of his life, and that the mental injuries sustained by the victims are also very deep.
It is just so sad. And my cousin who passed away, the last thing he could say to his wife, I am not coming home. Do you know that feel? When this thing going to stop? We need help. We are asking for help. It is so sad. As I say again, these guys are not somebody who depend on the government. They work. And they're always here. The community, they know them. Always they're playing ball and barbecue. My grandkids, they come here all the time.
Now, police would get their first break in the investigation in the early morning hours of June 3rd when officers became involved in a stolen vehicle investigation in the same area when a stolen pickup truck collided with an empty parked vehicle. The driver of the stolen pickup truck got out and attempted to flee, but was arrested after a short-foot pursuit. After the investigation, police would discover that the youth was one of the suspects involved in the shooting.
Are there any firearms seized in that vehicle? I mean, we have the video that, you know, we see your 23 division officers chasing after the youth as he runs away from the scene, but was there any firearms found in that vehicle itself?
Not to my knowledge.
And staff, maybe you can comment on, he was arrested 3 weeks ago now. What was the process like the last 3 weeks, arresting this youth in connection with a stolen vehicle and now charging him with first-degree murder?
Well, we have to be careful because he is a 14-year-old male. He has rights under the Canadian law. And I don't want to talk about too much about some of the things that happened between he was arrested until today. I'd like to remain focused on the homicide investigation. Like I mentioned, our investigation has brought us to this point where we believe him to be involved, and he was arrested and charged accordingly.
Is he from this area, from the Mount Olive area?
That's something else I'd rather not comment on.
Is he cooperating with police in terms of leading you to?
Again, I appreciate the question. I appreciate the question and the concern and the inquiries. But again, he does have rights, and at some point, this will become, as it reaches certain thresholds in the criminal court, publication bans will be put in place. And like I said, we're not done our investigation. There's lots that we want to do. I'm hoping that somebody watching today can call me and have some information about what happened. I'm hoping they see what's happening on the news today and offer some tidbit of information that allows us to continue and really find out what happened, and at the end of the day, bring the people responsible to justice and hopefully make the communities a little bit safer.
Can you talk about the families of the victims? Obviously, as a homicide detective, the first call you would make often is to the family of Delroy George Parks and Seymour Gibbs. Can you talk about what that conversation was like when you told them there was someone who's been charged?
I will say, as a homicide investigator, it's never easy having to tell somebody that their loved one has been taken from them. It's a horrible thing to have to go through. I can't even imagine the feelings and the emotions that they're going through. They're devastated. They're completely devastated. They've lost somebody that they loved, somebody that they cared about. Again, I've said it in the past, like this was somebody's dad, somebody's brother, somebody's son. So it's a horrible, senseless act, and it's never an easy conversation.
One more question.
This 14-year-old who you apprehended or charged, were they involved because that weekend it was a bunch of other shootings? Were they involved in some of those other shootings, or is that like part of a bigger investigation? And how are the final victims of the shooting? How are they doing?
Well, I don't want to comment on what, if any, role this person could have had in anything else. Like I said, it's an investigation. There's a lot of stuff that we'd like to recover before we come to a final conclusion.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, man, and y'all could let me know in the comment section why I'm wrong. Y'all could give me reasons why I'm wrong in the comment section. But at the end of the day, man, I feel like even though it's a terrible situation, I believe that the youth, they deserve a second chance, man. At the end of the day, they're 14. Their brain is not fully developed. So you see what they're doing in America now when these kids do these mass shooting, how they're holding the parents responsible. I feel like they should do the same thing out here, man, because with all the shooting going on in the city, you don't know where your 14-year-old is at 11 p.m. at night. Your 14-year-old is on road doing crime, especially double homicide, man. I feel like the parents should be responsible, man. That's just my personal opinion, man, but this is an unfortunate situation, man. But I don't believe that they should just lose their life like that. But y'all can let me know why I'm wrong in the comment section. As usual, man, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Instagram, Rockboy Ninja, link in the description box. You don't know.